A very good evening, and thank you for joining us here at the Round Valley Dome, where the Thatcher Eagles have made the trip up to play these Round Valley Elk in the opener of the 2022 season. We did not see who won the toss, but this is the Northland Pioneer College kick when it's time to kick off your college education. All right, we're working out some kinks. This is Derek Palmer alongside Mike Caldwell, and we have a couple of Ace Hardware keys to the game as the Eagles are coming out and getting ready to get things started. Mike, they got an athletic quarterback in Brandon Napier who's going to be leading the attack. What is the biggest key for him to get his footing underneath him in his first start?
Well, and Derek, there's a big size advantage between Thatcher's line and Round Valley's line. So it's going to be, if he's going to get the protection, Round Valley's it's going to be a game of quickness versus bulk and strength. And so we're going to see who's going to win that match. But Napier's a heck of an athlete, and he can run, he can pass. So it's just going to be interesting to see if Round Valley can get some pressure on him.
There's the first handoff to Aiden Bingham, who's a returning leading rusher here for the Eagles, and he has a big hole that he goes around the right side and through as the Eagles now facing 2nd and 5. This is the first drive of the ball game as Napier is working from the shotgun. He's got two receivers on his right instead to give. Goes Bingham, trying to cut back to the near side, is able to pick his way forward for 2, maybe 3 yards, and sets up 3rd and short.
Looks like Dylan Jordan came in there from his safety spot and filled that hole pretty quick, but Thatcher's getting some holes open, and Round Valley, again, it's going to be a question of the quickness if they can fill that hole.
Yeah, you can see the decided size advantage coming up along the front as Round Valley's 4 go down on a 3rd and 2 here, trying to force a 3 and out as there's a jumbo package along the line for the Eagles. Run it up, and eventually the option is going to go to Bingham, who's going to go over the 35 and have a Mountain Mobile auto. No, that's not what that is. Comfort Fit Denture first down is what that is. I got there.
So it looks like Thatcher and Round Valley run similar offenses, that read option, and that quarterback sure does. He rides it and keeps it in the pocket for the mesh point for quite a bit. Makes it tough.
No score here, 90 seconds into the ball game as Napier has a high snap, brings it down. Bingham this time tries to dive up the middle, but is stopped after a gain of just a yard.
Looks like Riley Harlan filled that hole pretty quick. So Round Valley runs a 4-2-5 defense, 5 safeties. But they actually play like linebackers, so we'll see what effect they have on the big Thatcher Eagles.
It was interesting watching the Eagles warm up. They were throwing it around a lot more than I was expecting them to, but here, first 4 plays have been straight to Bingham as there's another snap going toward Bingham. This time goes to the right side, goes to the 45. He's over midfield and trying to get to the far sideline.
Looks
He's
like
eventually
Marble.
going to be brought down by Marble. Another Comfort Fit Denverstown, this time a gain of 20.
Well, so far, Derek, looks like Thatcher's winning the battle of the different styles and physical style abilities.
Bingham with 5 carries, now 38 yards. As there's 2 receivers split wide to the right side, the Eagles opting not to use a huddle and now changing things up as 2 receivers switch now to the near side. Man in the slot with the tight end off to the right. Now a man coming in motion to the near side. Handoff is fake to him as Napier tries to find some room up the middle, but he's going to be stopped for no gain.
Looks like Trayson Merrill from his end position came in and disrupted that play.
Seems awfully complicated when you're having an awful lot of success just taking it between the tackles.
Yeah, he rides the mesh point quite a while, and so that may give Round Valley's quickness the advantage. So maybe you need to make a read a little bit quicker.
Eagles initially came out looking like they were going to set it up before everybody went in motion, but now 2 receivers again come off to the near side. Same man in the slot off to the right. Shotgun snap. Napier drops back to his 45, looks up the seam where he's got a man open and hauled in at the 10 and takes it into the end zone for the score.
41 yards, Derek. Excuse me, 36.
That's a Mountain Mobile Autoglass touchdown, and Thatcher just made it look awfully easy.
And Derek came out and ran, but you did mention they threw quite a bit in the in the warm-ups, and they really took advantage of that, and they set that up, and he was wide open. That was great play calling by Thatcher.
Cody Jennings is there with the score, is now coming in to attempt the extra point.
No number.
Oh, well, we got number 22 who has it up and good. 7-0. Thatcher leading with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
I guess he's got a number. He just got no number.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Northland Pioneer College kickoff
And
on
Dallin
the approach.
Walker. Looks like it's going to go.
Well, hold the phone. Looks like a procedure flag will be thrown first. But it looks like, who you got?
I got Kyron Clark and Dallin Walker back deep.
Eagles had a perfect offensive start, but as they try to transition to the defensive side, they run into a little bit of a hiccup, and we'll have to do this a little bit deeper in their own territory as Thatcher went 80 yards on just 7 plays. And it was punctuated with a 36-yard strike between Napier and Cody Jennings.
Jones, I believe.
Jones.
Yeah.
Cody Jones.
He's a Blue Ridge kid originally. His dad Russ Jones played at Blue Ridge back in the day.
So now number 22 getting ready to kick it away.
The man with no name. That's going to
As
go. Looks like.
Taken by one of the outmen.
Jordan. Dylan Jordan.
Dylan Jordan weaves his way to the 35 and will eventually be gang tackled. Well, they'll put him right at the 35. So pretty good field position here for Round Valley as we're talking about a big key, a State Farm, Ace Hardware key to the game is how are they going to make up for the loss of production here with Wiltbank graduating?
That is a tough task to ask. We got Riley Harlan is in there, but those are some big shoes to fill, Derek. He's playing college ball in Kansas at an NAIA school. So we'll see.
Harlan's going to get this first crack as he is on Riker Marble's right, who's going to be working from the shotgun. 3 receivers coming along the line as the handoff goes. Harlan tries to go out to the far side, running to his left, gets over the 35 at the line of scrimmage, but that was an awful long way to go for a gain of inches.
Yeah, it looks like Aiden Bingham was the one that came up and made the tackle on that.
8 minutes, 20 seconds.
So, I think Round Valley is going to have to actually depend on Marble, too, to make up some of that, the loss of Wiltbank. So I think he's going to be an important factor, both running and throwing.
7-0 score here, and the exact opposite of the way that the Thatcher drive started. Remember, that was a big 5-yard gain. And now the Elk are working behind schedule, trailing a touchdown, again going without the huddle. There's a new man in the backfield.
I think that's still Harlan.
Oh, no, that's still Harlan as he's got all sorts of pressure after 2.
Cody Jones looked like blew that play up.
He had a little bit of help, too. As it looked like Harlan was being tackled by 2 Eagles before he'd even had his hands around the football.
That Thatcher line is just ginormous and looks pretty athletic.
Well, remember last year, they were hanging 50 on some surprising foes, especially Safford.
Yeah.
And came into Snowflake. It seemed like might have had the reason for a little bit of optimism.
Yeah, I remember they had a couple good drives and took it right down and scored on Snowflake also. So they've got talent and size.
3rd and long, same set here with 2 receivers coming to the right. Marble sets up a screen,
Dylan
but it's
Jordan.
snuffed out very well again by the Eagle defense as Jordan is able to gain just 2. I guess officially they'll give him 3. As it's going to be a 3 and out for us here by that big Thatcher front.
23.
So trailing 7-0 and being forced to kick it away. Back to receive this. Oh, a high snap is hauled down. Now pressure's coming and it's off the side of the foot.
Marble.
And out of bounds might be at the Round Valley 45 and disaster bounce. Well, no flags. I thought I had heard that maybe there was a flag thrown, but instead it's going to be a poor punt that went, I believe, 8 yards. And trailing 7-0, the Round Valley defense really has its work cut out for it now as Thatcher going to start this drive in Elk territory, having marched on the previous possession. Bingham, 5 carries, 38 yards. That included a 20-yard gain that set up the big 36-yard strike between Napier and Jones. Jones sets up on the slot on the left, comes in motion. Instead, it's faked, the handoff to Bingham, kept by Napier as he goes to the right side. Flag comes out as he's over the 35 down to the 30, and another flag comes out. So this might wind up being a first down because of a face mask penalty, but there's definitely going to be a hold also in the backfield.
Derek, looks like the Round Valley Elks are taking some poor angles on the play and just getting out ran and out juked and
Don't think we have a mic on our official, so we do have holding and we do have face mask.
Offsetting or
so
no,
I think they first mark off the hold and then they mark off the face mask.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm wrong on both counts. Oh, they're saying the offset.
I don't. Oh, I guess they did. Yeah. Okay.
So it's like it never happened. Save for the pain in Napier's neck. Now he's starting over again. 1st and 10 on the 45. 6 minutes and 8 seconds to play. 7-0 with the lead. Same formation with 2 receivers going to the right side. Jones along the offensive line as it's instead handed off to Bingham, who's able to bully his way over the 40 to the 39 for a gain of 6.
Well, Derek, you hate to get too over dramatic and panic, but this may be a key drive right here in this game.
Well, especially if we're talking about Bingham averaging about, he's averaging 8 yards or so, 7-8 yards a carry, as he sets himself up now 2nd and 4. Same formation as he gets the call, has to make a man miss, and is able to run through 2 or 3 tackles to get to the 35, fall down to the 34, and have enough for a comfort fit Denture first down.
And that was some amazing footwork by Bingham. I mean, he moves in the space about 2 inches there. Sidestep, 3 Elks.
Move the chains, 5 minutes, 24 seconds. As again with the shotgun snap, Napier with the same formation. Jones coming in motion left to right. Takes the snap, drops back with time as he throws it over the middle, nearly intercepted, and then in and out of his intended receiver's hands. That's Bryce Larson. Or it could be Carter Bryce. There's 2 12s. So Larson or Bryce? Carter Bryce. So that sets up 2nd and 10, and a little bit of an opportunity here for Round Valley's defense. It's really the first time that there's been long yardage facing Thatcher's offense.
Yeah, Round Valley needs a big play or turnover or something.
That was nearly picked off.
Yeah, Gage Baker almost got his hands on it.
Man going in motion to the left to right side as it's instead handed off to Bingham as he's able to get down to the 31. Gain of just 3.
That was actually Landon Robbins. Or Royce Ferris. I don't know. It was 21. Coy Ferris or pick your choice.
Well, he gained 3 yards to number 21. everything's always a little bit easier to sort through after week one. Got one of the Round Valley players
Gage
down.
Baker. Again, Gage Baker's had a history of knee problems, so hopefully this isn't something that's reoccurring.
4:46 left here in the first quarter, and we will take a break with Thatcher leading 7-0 before a big third down play. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on NightTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Thatcher, I appreciate the updates you gave us. Number 5 on his feet.
Yeah.
Gage Baker has
Have you seen that? I'm sure you have.
been able to walk off under his own power for the most part. He is getting a little bit of an assist, but he certainly is favoring. I can't tell which leg it might be, but he's favoring something. So here's 3rd down and 7, but it might be 4 down territory here for the Eagles, who've been able to move the ball very easily here, though starting with a short field. Have only moved the chains once on this possession as Napier hands it off to number 21, tries to the right side, but he's spun down. A great open field tackle there to make it 4th down, though it's manageable.
Dylan Jordan looked like. Oh, Brett Jordan, I'm sorry. Dylan was his brother.
So that makes it 4th and 3, and there's no hesitation here from the Eagles sideline. Still going with number 21 in the backfield. We'll get a name. As it's a big 4th and 3 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Might have got a little bit of a jump, but now it's not going to matter because it's going to be turned over, I think, on a fumble.
Or down, so whatever you want to say. Boy, they got away with a illegal motion right in front of the ref. Wow.
Well, it turns out to not matter, as there's just a 1-yard gain, but did you see who got that hit?
I missed it, Derek. Number 2.
Orthodox.
Kyle Clark.
So the Elk get a big stop. Now 4 minutes, 7 seconds to go. 7-0. Round Valley trails. Went backwards on its last possession. Is now
Marble.
Fake the handoff. Marble's going to take it to the left side and go over the 35 before he's forced out of bounds, close to it, 1st down.
Got a flag down, Derek. Looks like in the place of a holding or a clip.
It would be 2nd and short, but holding is flagged against Round Valley, so it's been that kind of initial quarter as they finally get something. So make it 1st and 15 as it's a spot foul. Man comes in motion and said Marble's going to keep it again. Gets another block as he comes along the far sideline, gets over the 30, and he's right back in the same neighborhood, forced out of bounds at the 35.
Great pull and block by Noah Dana that sprung Marble for those extra yards.
So he needed 15, and he's able to get 14 on his first carry. Looks like there's the first adjustment that Round Valley's making, is getting the quarterback's feet in play. And it would be huge to pick up this one, if nothing else, just to keep that Thatcher offense off the field, which has gained an awful lot of yardage here in the first quarter. 2nd down, it's a long one. Single back, with 3 receivers bunched up on the right of the line. Marble drops back, starting to run out of time. Comes to the near side. High throw into double coverage is deflected and incomplete.
Looked like that was Brody Ziegler that had that go through his hands. But, Derek, I think Round Valley's going to have to mix it up and throw a little bit on first and second down instead of just trying to pound it against this big Thatcher line.
Yeah. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left as the clock was stopped after the incomplete throw. 7-0 here in the first quarter. Thatcher leading. Round Valley trying to pick up its first movement of the chains. As coming out wide to the near side here is Jordan Elmer. He's got single coverage. Shotgun awaiting Marble. And they might have got somebody in the neutral zone, and there's the flag. Comfort Fit Denture first down. Will give the Elk their first down after the penalty. And it's turned into a little bit of a sloppy first quarter here on both sides.
Yeah, it really has.
It's to be expected, though. It's August 19th for crying out loud.
Is that, yeah. That's
Pretty
crazy.
early for football.
I know. It used to be like Labor Day, you know.
I'm not complaining.
No. Except if you have to go down like to Post and Butte here in a couple weeks.
That's a God blessing, too, for one of us.
Yeah.
7-0 as Round Valley takes a timeout. 3:36 to go in the first quarter. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Play action. Pass is being thrown up, looking for Elmer, but it was deflected and incomplete. Marble flat on his backside as he's asking for a little bit of help from one of the officials, but I think that was just some good old school pressure that two, at least, Thatcher Eagles were not buying any of that
another
fake.
34, another no-name Thatcher Eagle. So.
We mean that in the sense that we don't have the name, not that he's Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Pre-Apollo Creed. 7-0 here with 3:29 to go in the first. This time with two receivers coming out wide to the right. Single back remains Harlan. As facing 2nd and 10 on their own 40. Handoff goes Harlan. Tries to go back to the left side as he's able to dive forward to the 43 and pick up just 3 to set up 3rd and long. Harlan still in negative yardage after he got pushed back by a couple of different Eagles who looked at that moment as if they were in the huddle. Round Valley, if nothing else here in the second exchange, is keeping Thatcher a little bit more off balance.
Yeah, it seems like the momentum shift. I wouldn't say shifted, but at least Round Valley's having some success.
3 minutes, well, just under, as it's a big 3rd down and 7, trying to move the football into Thatcher territory for the first time here in the first quarter, as Marble looks like he wants to set up another screen. This time throws this one into traffic, and it's nearly intercepted. And again, that Thatcher front forcing him to make decisions before he was hoping to.
Yeah, Derek, I really think Round Valley's going to have to throw on the early downs because, Thatcher had 2 deep right back there, and he was just sitting there waiting. The chair on a 3rd and long is usually not going to work.
We don't have this name either, but number 34 is going to
He's the player
come back and
that will be named later.
He's standing on his own 20. Marble gets a better snap this time as he steps
Nice
into one,
punt.
kicks it away, running up and then back to take this at the 23. Now is able to get around to the right side over the hash sides at the 35, 40. Accelerates down the far sideline at midfield and is gone.
There's a flag down.
10-5 touchdown. There is a flag down right at the Round Valley 47.
Looks like Marble got clipped. And Round Valley's taking some poor angles.
Officials are calling everybody back, so the touchdown will not stand. And there's a block in the back that is whistled against Thatcher. So the slappy first quarter continues. That would have made it 14-0. Now recall, the Eagles only managed 2 first downs. I say only. But compared to the first drive, it did look as if the Round Valley defense had been able to become a little bit more stout as Baker's coming back out there.
That's a good sign.
He does look like he's got a little hitch in his get-along, but the block in the back is going to push it back into Eagle territory at the 44. 2 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the first. 7-0. Thatcher has been dominant here as Napier is going to start here from the shotgun. Fake the handoff to Bingham as he's going to now throw it over into the flat where it's caught by a man over the 40 and down to the 35 where it's going to be good for a comfort fit.
Another no-name player. 15.
Gain of 29.
Just call him a player to be named later.
But it moves the chains into Round Valley territory in the dome. There's a hush as it goes under the 2-minute mark. 7-0. Thatcher continuing to really assert itself
Just over 2 minutes to play in the first quarter.
as they put 2 men in motion. I don't have number 3 either. But Napier from the shotgun. Handoff Bingham. Gets tripped up a little bit in the backfield, still on his feet, but that allows all the Elk to get inside and eventually bring him down after a very short gain.
Looks like Brett Jordan and Riley Harlan, but Kyle Clark's at the edge there and forced Bingham to cut it up inside. So that was a good drive by Kyle Clark, young sophomore.
The one time that Round Valley's defense really had a lot of success was when it put the Eagles behind schedule. Now here they are facing a 2nd down and 10. Bingham standing on Napier's left. I think we got Cone Henry, who's now going to give way to Bingham as he goes away from him, still on his feet as he gets down to the 25, but eventually tripped up and has enough for a comfort fit Denture first down after the gain of 11.
Yeah, it looks like Trayson Merrill came all the way from his defensive end position to make that tackle, and that was a good hustle on Trayson's part.
7-0 Thatcher leading, 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter and approaching the red zone. Thatcher with Bingham again waiting in the backfield. They gave him a little bit of a break. I think that was Henry who was running the football. I don't know who this number 1 is, but the handoff is going to eventually be given way to Bingham as they were having a hard time on the exchange. And rather than waiting for it, one of the Elk is just going to blow it up and force a big 5-yard loss.
Looks like Brody Ziegler made that tackle. But yeah, Derek, like you said, that mesh point, he leaves it in there for so long. It gives Round Valley time to make the play.
And again, there's so much success just going north-south.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see them just straight handoff and see what they can do. They have a hole, but
2 receivers coming out wide left as now number 21, who may be Henry. Well, there's going to be the buzzer to end the first quarter, so it'll be 2nd down and long to begin the second with Thatcher leading 7 and threatening. Is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, You'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Jones goes in motion off to the left side. Now there's some pressure from the Round Valley front, forcing Napier to run. He's going to tuck it, goes over the 30 to the 25, and then tripped up at the 20.
Looks like Brett Jordan. Round Valley's just taking poor angles, Dirk.
So that's a gain of 10 to make it now 3rd and 5.
So I'm not so sure Round Valley has the edge in quickness, Dirk.
No, it doesn't look that way.
No, I mean, Thatcher's big and fast.
7-0 as this is the kickoff to the second quarter. When it's time to kick off your college education, go to Northwest Pioneer College. As the snap goes behind Napier.
Nice
it's
job.
thrown upon by one of the Elks.
Brody Ziegler. That's what Round Valley really needed. A big turnover. Thatcher had a couple mistakes, and so hopefully they can see if they can get some offense out of this, and hopefully they can maybe open it up a little bit on 1st and 2nd.
That's the second drive that ended in turnover, whether the previous ended on downs or the fumble, but that one was definitely a fumble, and it was just a bad snap. It falls on Napier, but the Elk, perhaps having shown a little bit of pressure in the previous play, was able to really kind of get into the heads there of the Eagles. So now they take over with 11:46 to go. Man coming in motion left to right as there's a 7-0 deficit facing him. Fake the handoff, go over the middle where there's a catch at the 35 and flirting with the 40.
Trayson Merrill. Trayson Merrill.
Trayson Merrill has, they're going to call it a 10-yard gain and a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
So, Derek, there we go. They threw it on first down, and they had some success. Is that their first down? I believe it is.
No, that's their second.
No, second. But they're not going to pound it at Thatcher, and they're not going to outrun him. It doesn't look like. So they're going to mix it up and keep Thatcher guessing.
Those are the football on the 40. 1st and 10 with 11:20 to go in the half. 7-0 Round Valley right now trailing, but starting to look a little bit more sure of itself offensively. Got 3 receivers pushed out wide to the right. One of them is Merrill in the slot. As the pitch is going to go to the right side. Harlan's going to get his hands on that one, but get tracked down in the backfield by Jones. It looked as if he was going to have a chance as he had a little bit of blocking help right at the 40, but Jones was able to leg him down.
Yeah, like I said, Thatcher's not only big, they're quick and they're fast.
So the little bit of energy that was starting to creep into the dome after that stop in the backfield kind of dissipates. 2nd down and 11. Keep an eye on Merrill. He's right off the line there, coming to the left with 2 other receivers as Marble from the shotgun. It looks a fake to Harlan. Instead, he's going to wind up, and that just took too much time as he'll be trapped in the backfield and eventually brought down. That's Dallin Walker.
Yeah, Derek, you're exactly right. It looks like he double hitched on that, and I don't know why, but maybe the ball slipped out of his hand, but that allowed Thatcher to close in on that.
So to remain 11 yards to go, 3rd down, 10 minutes and 3 seconds left, and what feels like a pretty big play here for the Elk, who have been able to stop Thatcher pretty deep in Round Valley territory on the previous 2 possessions, but have just 2 first downs to their credit and really need to do something here to get the offense with a little bit more productivity and putting themselves in difficult situations on 2nd and 3rd and long to do so. But there's an empty backfield, 5 receivers set. Rush there, but brought down again by Jones as it looked as if they had set it up for a probable quarterback draw. but Jones just too quick in impacting.
Yeah, that was I thought it was a great play call by Round Valley because, Thatcher's sitting back there in a 2 deep, so the likelihood that you're going to get a pass complete is not really big. And Marble's a good athlete, so put the ball in his hands.
So Marble for the 3rd time going to be punting. 4th and 13 if they had a wild hair. As he's got an awful lot of time.
Nice punt.
Sends up a spinner. Number 34 has got to go back to the 25, and it bounces right by him all the way down to the 15. Eventually comes back and puts a hand on it. Now outruns a couple of defenders. He's all the way up to the 30 before spun down at the 34. So he winds up getting 19 yards out of something that was looking like it was nearly disastrous. Just in case, because we didn't have a time to remind you, but we can say that punt/kickoff brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When it's time to kick off your college education, do so at NPC. Pay the lowest tuition in the state. As I also want to take a look here at the Horn Auto Center drive of the half, which thus far has been the opener for the Eagles when they went 80 yards on 7 plays to get the game's only score, but the previous 2 possessions ended deep in Round Valley territory, just couldn't hang on to the football. So here's a give to Bingham, who's going to go to the left side and charge over the 40, gain 7.
Looks like Keona Clark and Brody Ziegler combined to make that tackle, along with Brett Jordan cleaning it up.
63 yards on 11 carries. The other thing is to consider, the 11 carries is not quite as laborious as it would sound because he's been spelled an awful lot by number 21, which maybe Cohen Henry. But he's been out there doing an awful lot of the dirty work. As here they're going to bring a man in motion as he comes from the left side, gets stood up, but not before he gains 5 yards and has a Comfort Fit Denture first down. On that carry was number 31. And we don't have a number 31.
We'll name him later, too. That was a nice hit by Ryan Marble, quarterback, coming up from his free safety spot.
Just shy of Round Valley territory. Clock goes under 8 minutes, 7-0 here in the second quarter. Thatcher moving the football again. As again a player goes in motion. It's again number 34 as he is going to step around one tackler to get over into midfield. Now to the far sideline where he steps back inside before he's finally brought down at the 30. Picks up 22 yards. Has another Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Yeah, it just looks like Round Valley's taking poor angles of pursuit, and then again Thatcher's big and fast and quick.
Going without a huddle, the Eagles have just taken the wind out of the dome here. Leading 7-0, but again threatening as they got it inside the 30. Now this is right around where the drive had stalled the last 2 times. As a snap had by Napier, he gives way to number 21, who steps back inside to get to the 25 and then dives forward to the 20 and is close again to a Comfort Fit Denture first down, though it looks like he's just shy. Might be Coy Ferris. I'm going to go with that.
Okay, that's good. Thatcher's got some kids. Their backs have some quick feet.
He now has 17 yards on 4 carries. The 2 backs, the featured backs, have combined for 80 yards on 15 carries. Napier also has 10 yards on 2 carries. And there's a little bit of motion that's eventually called by 3 officials. It took a moment, but they got it. That'll make it now 2nd and 6, which is a big deal because, again, the north-south running game from the Eagles has been stout.
Yeah, Round Valley's having a tough time. Those are big kids from Thatcher. Round Valley's doing a lot of substitutes, so maybe they can mix it up. Looks like they got their secret weapon in, Kinley Caldwell.
2nd down and 6. As Thatcher, really interesting that it is continuing to opt not to huddle. It's the same sort of ground and pound look that you'd expect from Thatcher, just a little bit more modern flavor as the handoff goes to Ferris as he goes over the 20 to the 15, still on his feet, down to the 10, gains 15, has enough for a Comfort Fit Denture first down with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play.
Looks like Round Valley's they're physically being outmatched right now, which doesn't happen very often for Round Valley.
No, it does not, but we talked to, we'll continue that conversation here as they're already at the line. Eagles looking at first. They're calling it 1st and goal. As Napier from the shotgun, another man coming in motion. He's going to fake the handoff. No, he does give way as there's a run all the way toward the goal line and in to score. Who's this?
20.
Damian Oriero,
Listed as a guard and middle linebacker.
Ordiero. Let's try that.
You know, that was a great read by Napier. I mean, he had me full, and it was a great job by Round Valley hitting the quarterback anyways, but it was just better executed by the Thatcher Eagles.
We got the extra point in to be attempted. As it's up and good. 14-0. Thatcher leading here with 5:55 to go in the half. It's Shola Ford's. Well, now we won't go anywhere because a flag comes out late.
Somebody said something.
Do you know what that signal means?
What's that?
Hands to the head.
Hands to the head. Hands to the head. I don't know if I've ever heard that one.
Is it maybe substitution?
They look as confused as we are.
Oh, well, they said the extra point's good, so we'll sort it out. 14-0. Thatcher leads. Well, Thatcher's still looking to line up. Now they're told to go away. 14-0. Thatcher leads here with 5:55 to go in the second quarter. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our program. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Eagles kicking off, leading 14-0. It was a 15-yard infraction.
Kinley Caldwell.
It's a short kick to Caldwell, who's going to kick it over 35 before he gets lit up.
Wow, nice hit.
I tell you,
Bingham.
That might have had some helmet-to-helmet contact.
Yeah.
If this was almost any other level of football, they'd be taking a replay look at that one. But it was a
nice
blow.
hit.
Yes,
it was a nice hit.
But still, great field position after the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, do so at Northland Pioneer College. You'll pay the lowest tuition in the state. As the Round Valley Elk trailing 2 touchdowns, they have just 2 first downs. But an opportunity here because of the peculiar, we say peculiar because it's something that we have not seen, as they set up the option coming to the near side. Harlan is able to run through a tackler to get to the 49. Pick up, well, you look at it and say it's just a 4-yard gain, but it was on first down.
Yeah.
That might be. No, that is the second best gain that they've had on first down here.
Yeah.
To set up 2nd and 6. And if nothing else, they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So if they can use most of this remaining 5 minutes and 30 seconds, get some points, give Thatcher something to talk about anyway.
Another big drive.
Got 3 receivers going out wide right. That includes Merrill, who's in the slot. Shotgun snap had as they give way to Harlan, taking an awful lot of time to try to stretch that out to the far side, and will eventually be dropped for a loss of a yard.
Gosh, as a play caller, it's pretty tough. What do you call against this Thatcher team? Big, they're fast, they're quick. It's hard to run at them. It's hard to run around them.
Taking a look, we talked about how they're missing Wiltbank, missing Ortiz. missing Rowdy
Rivera. Yeah.
There's 3 guys who can get open downfield, even though Wiltbank was a running back.
Right.
So
and they lost a couple linemen yet. So Cisco. So that makes it tough. And they also have a starting lineman that is sitting out because he's suspended because the Yuma Catholic game.
Trying to move the pocket to the near side. Marble is able to avoid a tackler. Now throw a sidearm look down to the 45. The sliding grab that's going to be hauled in by Dallin Walker. A Comfort Fit Denture first down and gain of 10. That was all Marble and Walker there.
Yeah, that's a great play call, getting Marble out there outside the pocket and giving an option to run because he's a threat as a runner, and then he's got a great arm.
He was out of real estate. He had to go sidearm.
Yeah.
Steve Young style there from the lefty.
Yeah.
As he was able to thread the needle, and a nice grab there by Walker on the sliding reception. 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the half. 14-0 the Elk trail, but they are in Thatcher territory. Same formation. Harlan's on the left as the shotgun snap is faked to him. Marble's going to try to keep that, but again, he's going to be tripped up in the backfield and fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there's just no place to go.
Now they're going to say he is just shy of the line of scrimmage.
I still think they got to open it up and throw on first and second because it's Thatcher's tough on first and run against the run game.
Going to spread it out a little bit. Extra receiver as Merrill will start just off the line on the left. 2 receivers going wide right. Marble from the shotgun. Fakes a handoff. Short drop. Looking to the near side where it's had by Merrill. Spun out of bounds at the 40.
There they go.
Gains 5.
Yeah, they just got to open it up a little bit. Soften Thatcher's defense a little bit.
Second reception there for Merrill. He has 15 yards. Marble now 5 for 8, but just 28 yards. And facing 3rd down and 6 with 3.5 minutes to play. The clock stopped as Merrill was forced out of bounds. So at this stage in the ball game, and bearing in mind that Thatcher's been able to gain yards in chunks, is this 4-down territory? Or do you try to pin him?
That's a good question.
An awful lot of time left. So see what they can do first on this 3rd down play. Receivers on either side. As they fake the handoff, Marble with some time now starts to run out, moves from the left to the right, and has this one on the sideline. That will be hauled in at the 32.
Brett Jordan, great job.
Jordan catches that one after an 8-yard gain. They move the chains. Another Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Great play call by head coach Brad Baca. He's 23.
Oh, Dylan Jordan.
No, it's Brett, I think, isn't it? Dylan's his brother. I'm sorry, I told you Dylan earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brett Jordan.
Brett Jordan, but it's Brett.
Big play on 3rd down again from Marble. Now 6 for 9 for 36 yards. Thatcher's defense a little bit off on its heels here as the shotgun snap is going to set up the option, give it late to Harlan, but there's 3 jerseys in pursuit. He's able to dive forward and pick up 2. Now he has 7 carries for just 3 yards. It seems like he's been working way too hard for those kinds of numbers. The clock takes to 3 minutes, 14-0 Round Valley Trails.
Derek has got a lot of yards, but they're side to side.
Yes. Yes, he only got 1 yard on that one. So, but again, nothing else here. The Elk have an opportunity to chew some clock. And, of course, Round Valley also has a history of having kickers in this indoor facility that have an awful lot of leg.
Yeah, it looked like they kicked it off in the end zone, so the opening kickoff. So
Marble walking behind his line of scrimmage now as he sets up again in the shotgun. Harlan on the left. Fakes the pitch to him as he drops back, now running out of time as he goes up the middle, goes over the 30. Loses the football as it's rolling free. 2 Eagles were there, and it looks as if it will be Thatcher football.
Yeah, well, at least they drove it down there and got it on the 25-yard line, but Round Valley really couldn't afford that. So this is going to be an important drive here.
Well, really important for the Round Valley defense, as Marble looked like he gained maybe 5 yards, but the fumble turns it over, and now already out on the field, Napier trying to really threaten to put this one away as he fakes the handoff, starts rolling to his right, pressure, now runs
angle.
away from it, now is able to flip this one up, got a man caught near midfield where it's going to be bought in for a comfort fit denture first down after a gain of 23.
Round Valley's players just are taking poor angles. And it's hard because Thatcher's got some quick kids.
That's Oriero on the reception as Napier 4 for 5 for 100 yards as he fakes the handoff, now rolling to his left. This time with time, though, it starts to run out. Now Nim steps away from it and is able to stay on his feet, go over midfield before he's finally brought down after a gain of 4.
That was Brody Ziegler out there, and he just couldn't finish the play, didn't wrap up.
90 seconds left. 14-0. Those passing plays chewing up an awful lot of clock as Napier's been rolling to his right, then his left. Snaps this one with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Now he's pressured, trying to set up a screen. Has this one off to Bingham. Steps away from one tackler at the 45. Still on his feet at the 40. Tries to cut back inside as he gets to the 35 and finally brought down at the 34. Has a comfort fit denture first down, and now Thatcher calls timeout.
And I think they have 3 of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they got plenty of time to get a score. Round Valley's in position. They just haven't been able to finish the play. And they're getting pressure.
A 22-yard screenplay, first reception for Bingham. And after one half of football, shy 1 minute, I think the biggest takeaway I have right here is Thatcher's ready to contend.
Yeah, I mean, they got size, they've got speed, and they got quickness. I don't see a weakness on them.
Well, and consider further what Round Valley has coming up the chute as the Elk get a week off, but then are going to host St. John's and then have that game at Post and Butte, which seems as if it's going to play an awful lot like this Thatcher team.
I think I know they were in the state championship game in 4A, and I think they lost to Casa Grande, but they were up here this summer for camp, and they had a lot of impressive athletes, so that's going to be another tough one.
They were flirting for a few weeks anyway with getting into the Open Championship as well, so that'll be a tough one.
Yeah.
Minute and 6 seconds left here, 14-0. Thatcher already having moved it to the Round Valley 33. Going to send 2 receivers out wide to the left. Oriero off on the right side as they fake a handoff. Now sending Napier moving to his left. Now he's going to tuck it. Weaves his way to the 30, puts his head down to get to the 25, and has an 8-yard gain.
It's going to be short of the first down. Second down.
You continue to express frustration with the angles here.
Yeah, they're just, the Round Valley's there, and they're just, the angles are poor, and it's tough to, you don't have very many kids to practice tackling, and you take the risk of getting hurt. So, this is his first game and stuff, but their angles. I think the coaching staff will see that, and they're going to work on it for next week.
Clock stopped just under a minute. Second down and 3. Approaching the red zone again. Every drive for Thatcher has been knocking on the red zone's door as Napier gets the shotgun snap. Handoff goes Ferris, goes to the left side. He's got a first down as he goes over the 20 and down to the 15. Officially now a 9-yard gain and a comfort fit denture first down. And Thatcher uses its second timeout.
Yes.
There it is. 46 seconds to go. First and 10 from the 15 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on NightTalk1067.com.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Sholo, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's. Real fresh Mexican food.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
1st and 10 with 49 seconds left is now
there they go.
Get motion. Number 34, a name we are not yet able to boast.
Player
He's turning
to
it
be named later.
upfield.
Yeah, and he's been doing that quite a bit in this game, and that's I think maybe the second time they've called it, but I know the coaches have tried to bring that to the refs' attention.
So that pushes it back to the 20, but the last 3 plays have gone for 7 yards, 9 yards, 15 yards, and 7 yards. Prior to that, the 22 and 23 yard passes. So there's still a lot of time when the Eagles are able to gain plays or gain yardage in that kind of chunk. As Napier, who's 5 of 6 for 122 yards, fakes the handoff, starts rolling to the right, got a man open in the flat, slams on the brakes. Jones is able to stay on his feet as he goes along the far sideline down to the 6. And it's just shy of a first down.
Again, Derek, at poor angle there by a couple Round Valley Elks.
Stops the clock with 39 seconds left. After the 36-yard touchdown, that is just the second reception there for Jones, but, man, he's made an impact on the defensive side.
Yeah, he's been all over the field.
2nd down now and 1. And a timeout will be taken by Round Valley. We'll go ahead with them. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com. Go to AIA 365.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
39 seconds left here in the half. Thatcher's drive started after it looked as if Marble was able to execute a nice scramble for 5 or 6 yards, but got hit hard. Wound up losing the football. This drive started around the Eagle 25-yard line and now just 1 yard away from a first down. Handoff goes Ferris, who gets stood up. It's all going to depend on the spot, and I don't know if he got it.
Nice play by Gage
the officials
Baker.
Walking along the 5-yard line, which is where the yard marker is. Thatcher burns a timeout. Interesting. Well, no, they're not even going to measure. I figured they'd at least be able to ask for them to bring the sticks out, but they instead use that timeout, which leaves them with 1.
Yeah, why don't you just get up there and I don't want to second-guess the coaches, but just get up there and sneak it, right?
Well, yeah, I didn't even think of that.
You know.
So they'll have 29 seconds and 1 timeout remaining, where they first have an opportunity to gain what looks to be about a foot. And if they are again stuffed, do you call timeout and go for 3 points?
So they're out of timeouts, right?
Looks like they got 1.
I've seen them call 3.
But there's been an awful lot of bugs to work through, so there could be 1 timeout too many.
But, they can always clock it or something. Well, I don't,
Well, on 4th down.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Let's see. They're going from the shotgun.
Wow, man, that's
player we believe to be Ferris is in the backfield. I don't see Bingham out there. As Napier gives to Ferris. Oh, man, he's got a huge hole. He runs through on the left side, and he's in the end zone. Wow. We were talking about gaining inches. He said, I got 5 yards.
And Derek, it's interesting. You've been talking throughout this game about just why don't they just give a quick handoff, and they did it there, and, it was with ease he got in there.
He had quite a hole to run through. Again, making the radio guy look foolish. You guys are quibbling over inches.
Yeah.
I got 15 feet right here, so 24 seconds left.
Oh,
as it's
nice.
blocked.
Gage Baker. No, okay. Forget what level we're at, what the rules are on those block kicks.
So 24 seconds left. I would be surprised if this is going to be anything besides a short kick. That's what Thatcher has been showing throughout. You also don't want to give Round Valley a chance to run anything back and get some momentum. The Elk looked like they were having all the momentum that they could handle there as they were approaching the red zone on the previous possession. Is that enough now, something that will transition into the third quarter?
You know, it's just going to be we'll see. I mean, they're still facing that same strong, fast Thatcher Eagles, so. Yeah, I didn't see any scores. Yeah, they're not good.
.24 seconds left, 20-0. Round Valley trailing and ready to receive another Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, do so at NPC. Pay the lowest tuition in the state. It's a low liner and takes a big candy hop.
Dallin Walker.
Be taken by Walker as he's looking for some blocking help. Splits two at the 25 and is able to get down to the 30. 17 seconds left. And there's time for a play and then a Hail Mary maybe?
I think they're going to, I don't know, Derek.
Or do you just lick wounds and go into the locker room?
I think you lick some wounds and make some, look there and see if we can make some player adjustments or play adjustments. And they don't look like they're in a big hurry.
Marble looks like for the first time today he's going under center.
Yeah, they're just going to kneel it, which I think is smart.
He does so as it'll be a 20-0 start here. Thatcher might have called a timeout, or what's
No, I think I don't know what they're doing.
Very nonchalant.
Yeah.
All right, well, the buzzer sounds, and that is the first half. 20-0, Thatcher leads. We'll tell you what's going on here with the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report right after this at Show Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Hebron. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce Clubs in Charlotte. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free
Just call
dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
$20-0 here at the Dome at halftime, as it's been a little bit of a surprise, not necessarily that Thatcher has been able to generate as much offense as it has, but that Round Valley has not been able to follow in stride. As we take a look at the Horn Auto Center drive of the half, and it's got to start with that first one where they just came out to the Eagles and set the tone, went 80 yards on 7 carries, and it was punctuated with a 36-yard strike between Brandon Napier and Cody Jones. But after that, they've had many other opportunities, and frankly, Round Valley probably ought to look into the mirror here and say, wow, we're fortunate to only be trailing 20, because the subsequent 2 possessions for Thatcher ended in turnovers. The first was either a turnover on downs or a fumble, depending on who got there first. Second was definitely a fumble, but those happened inside the 30. And after the second Thatcher score, which was a 10-yard catch for Damian Oriero, was actually a 10-yard run to the right side by Damian Oriero. A unsportsmanlike flag of some variety was whistled against Thatcher, which then set the Elk up with a short field. The kick was returned to the 45, able to move the ball forward, get first of all a couple of good plays on first down that looked as if with 3 minutes and about 30 seconds left, we're going to have an opportunity to really force Thatcher into a situation where it might have been going into the locker room with just a 7-point lead after having dominated, statistically anyway, much of the first half. But instead, Riker Marble makes his first mistake, and he has been trying to do so much. He has not had an awful lot of help, and a lot of that is just a credit to the Thatcher front. But he is pressured, winds up scrabbling up the middle, winds up losing the football, and that goes down as the first Round Valley turnover, as it sets up now under 3 minutes to go, and Thatcher was going to have to try to move the football in a pretty quick fashion, and is able to do so, though a little bit uncharacteristically, as Napier in the first 2 plays, first scrambles to his right, second scrambles to his left, takes an awful lot of time to develop, but eventually facing a third and goal just outside the 5, are able to use who we believe to be Coy Ferris to run it in, as he has 46 yards and a touchdown on 7 carries. Aiden Bingham has 63 yards on 11 carries. But how about the day here for Brandon Napier, as he is 6 for 7 for 136 yards and a touchdown. As Mike, we're considering how surprising it is, not necessarily that Thatcher is able to generate this kind of yardage, but having watched them in the playoffs against Snowflake, where they were really reliant on just 2 or 3 different playmakers, that they have the stat sheet that I would have expected Round Valley to have, really getting 4 or 5 playmakers involved.
Right.
On the other side of it, Round Valley having a hard time really getting 1 playmaker.
You know, they've been talking about this Thatcher senior class since they were in 8th grade, so I mean, it's obviously they have multiple athletes, and they're big and they're fast, and the coaching staff does a good job of spreading it around and not allowing you to key on just one player, you know. And they mix it up, passing and running, and so I think you mentioned it earlier, they look like they're for real and they're a contender. So.
Oh no, they definitely look like they're for real, and having lost Slade as the quarterback last year, Napier was his primary target throughout much of that last year, but having these guys that were able to get in, we talked about it, the way that they ended the regular season to set up that matchup with Snowflake, though that didn't go the way that they wanted, but they got the experience.
Yeah.
And I think that's really paying dividends right now.
You know, and for sure, I can't remember all the details, but I remember they drove down on Snowflake a couple times right off the bat, and then they just had Snowflake was, obviously a 2-time state champion, but Thatcher was in that game for at least a half, and then there's some things, they kind of got worn down, the altitude and the cold, but they're for real.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting, they're in a tough conference in there with Push Ridge and Sabino, perennial powerhouse Sabino, so they're going to be battle-tested.
But in Round Valley, with the way that the regions were redesigned, is going to really have a front-loaded tough schedule, while then it's going to turn around and get to play some teams that historically have not been as stout coming off of the reservation.
Yeah, so the key here is maybe just stay healthy,
Kind of the inverse of the way things usually go for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got 20-0 score here at halftime. We'll continue the conversation right after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on NightTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN. Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
20-0 Thatcher leading at Round Valley. As we've talked an awful lot about a couple, especially of ball carriers and the quarterback for Thatcher. But as we consider the Deemer's glass-shattering hit of the game, when you need anything for your glass needs, call 188-GLASSMAN. Of course, the biggest hit was delivered by one of those running backs that we've talked about. That was Aiden Bingham.
Aiden Bingham. You know, and here's the sad part. The hit was on my kid, so I'll probably be taking him for a concussion chest here. You know, that's the downside. But it was a great hit, you know, and a clean hit. I mean, if it was a different level, yeah, head to head. But you know, back in the day, that was just a nice, solid hit.
He's leading with the face mask, you know.
Yeah.
It didn't lower the head at all.
No.
It's one of those things where if they were reviewing it, many people our age would have been saying, I
it's
remember.
a clean hit. I hate to see. I mean, I understand that, but man, your guys are moving at such high speed, you know, and then to throw them out, you know, that's tough. That's tough.
But I want to take this opportunity to really put a spotlight on Cody Jones because of all of the disruption that he's had in the backfield here defensively for Thatcher.
Yeah, he's all over the field, and he's you can't get around him. And then on offense, he's had a couple. I mean, he's scored the first touchdown of the game, and so he's man, you can talk about a lot of kids out here that these Thatcher kids are tough.
When we look for a Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the first half, live to smile, love your smile with Beeler Orthodontics. I think it's easy to look at, especially the long touchdown play, the last touchdown play, but the biggest play thus far that really seemed to sap Round Valley of any of its opportunity to try to take some momentum back was the forced fumble on Marble's last possession.
Yeah, it was just a good athletic play and just got popped, and it looked like someone put their helmet right on the ball and just kind of jumped out of there.
So it has not yet gone Round Valley's way, but there's still an awful lot of time. The Elk going to get the ball to start the second half, and again emphasize that it's just a 3-possession ball game. I don't know which is the bigger item on the plate, trying to find a way to slow the Eagles defensively or really jumpstart the offense, but they got time enough to do both. And we'll have it for you right after this. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Last year we put one of the volleyball games on against Snowflake. So I think
there are 2 3A.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies.
Yeah.
We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors.
Yeah.
We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
20-0 to start the second half. Round Valley late coming out of the locker room. Of course, the Elk did have quite a bit to talk about. But the biggest factor thus far that it seems as if Round Valley has not been able to adjust against has been that big front from Thatcher, as that was one of the Ace Hardware keys to the game that you highlighted. And thus far, it just does not seem as if the Elk have had an answer.
Yeah, because I'm not sure they have the advantage in quickness either, Round Valley. So, this Round Valley coaching staff's a great coaching staff, but I wouldn't want to be trying to call plays against these guys. It's just pretty tough. And then defensively, it's the same. Pick your poison, and it's a tough ask, but they will make adjustments, and they'll come out here and they'll play hard.
This is, I think, the toughest adjustment that they've had to try to make is got the LED lights for the first time here in the Round Valley Dome, and they just started oscillating around the stadium, and that looks pretty awesome.
They like to have fun here, and they make it an event.
Got the LED lights before we finish that last thought. Also, the largest American flag, indoor American flag in the state of Arizona, a gift from the class of 1992. So the Elk now with 2 quarters to try to figure it out, and they're going to get the ball to start things. And we have a monitor. If we just had everybody's names, we'd be hot to trot. As number 22 is going to kick it away, and it's angling toward Clark as he takes this one at the 10, already at the 25, and is able to squirt away to the 30 before he's brought down at the 32. Good field position here to start the second half of Round Valley after that Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, do so at Northland Pioneer College. Round Valley on its last true possession, not the one where they were taking a knee. The Elk were able to move the football. Just had lost it at the most inopportune moment. And Marble's going to come out 6 of 9, 36 yards. Riley Harlan has carried the ball 7 times for just 3 yards. Marble 16 yards on 4 carries, but the last with the fumble. There's Harlan starting on. No, that is not. Actually,
Gage Baker
who's going to go up the middle and go over the 35 for a gain of 7.
Just like I was saying, Round Valley's going to come out and play hard, and they showed that right on that first play. They got after that. They got off the ball, had a hole, and Baker finished strong.
Going to continue to try to draw comparisons to that drive that ended with the fumble, but had all sorts of bright spots, including 2 great plays on first down, and there's one to not move the chains, but again, put them on schedule if nothing else. As it's second down, they're calling it 4. Similar formation, though Baker has moved to the left. He is going to get the call again. Ooh, very loose with the football, but he's able to hang on to it as he goes into traffic, gain 3. Well, maybe 2.
They still created a hole there. Like I said, this coaching staff for Round Valley has been around a long time, and they're seasoned, and they've been through everything. So they're going to come out here and play hard, and they're going to make some good adjustments.
Interesting, one of the first adjustments, though, is to go away from the feature back over the first half, as Baker has provided a bit of a spark, but 3rd down and 1 as Baker remains, and now Crowden And filling gaps for the Eagles as there's a little bit of an awkward exchange and will come up. Whoa, it's all going to depend on the spot.
Looks like they got a good spot to me, but that's going to be close. You know, Baker's a little bit bigger kid than Riley Harlan, so, we'll just see what he can do.
Oh, actually moved him back about a half yard.
The line judge was way up for
Yeah.
I don't know about that spot. I don't know about that one.
4th down and 1 exactly. Thatcher has jumped into the neutral zone once already.
Yeah.
Round Valley with the ball on its own 40 is going to come out and perhaps try to do something along those lines, but Thatcher this time backing off of the line. Just with 4 down man now.
Yeah.
One body starting to threaten now as Marble pulls it back and he's going to get it over to the far side. He's at the 45, he's at the 50. Running into Thatcher territory, he's forced out of bounds at the 44. He needed 1, he gained 15 and has a comfort fit Denture first down with 9 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the 3rd.
Nice read by Marble. He left it in the mesh point and sucked Thatcher Eagles in and then pulled it out and out around the corner. And, if you can get by Cody Jones, you're doing pretty good.
Push it out to the 44 of the Eagles. This is just the 2nd trip into Thatcher territory on the day for Round Valley. And again, had said this, wasn't just trying to keep you near the computer. This is just a 3-possession ball game. As here come the Elk now with Harlan in the backfield. Marble, who just gained the first down using the legs, now going to throw it out high.
Nice play.
It was brought down. That was Jordan who's able to stretch and gain that. A tough way to get 5 yards, though.
That was a great catch by Jordan, but I think he's going to have a word with Marble, maybe in the huddle.
If not today, it'll definitely be tomorrow when he's going to feel it.
Yeah, I think he would have in the huddle, but they don't huddle. So
2nd and 5 is now a screen set up. Had by Merrill as he's able to slip 1 tackler, still on his feet as he's trying to fall over the 35 and does so to get to the 34 and pick up a comfort fit Denture first down.
Yeah, again, Round Valley's made some great adjustments and I'm impressed by the adjustments they've made. And hopefully they can finish this drive off and make this a game.
9 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the 3rd. Elk still trailing 20-0, but have been able to move the football here to start the 2nd half. 3 receivers coming out, split wide left and right with Merrill again in the slot. Harlan again the single back as he gets the call. Tries to go to the left, stays on his feet to fall forward, but gains just 2. So as Baker comes back out, not only is Baker a little bit bigger, he also seems like he's getting to the line a little bit quicker than Harlan.
Yeah, he's not trying to, he's going to go straight line, and that seems to be benefiting him.
With it spotted on the 32, Baker now start on Marble's right. The student section showing a little bit of life here for the Elk, but everybody else rather somber as Marble drops back, trying to go to the far sideline. Now he's going to tuck it, spins around to get to the 30, and then again a very tough way to pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, he paid for that.
Set up now 3rd down and 6, 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter, still trailing 20-0. As Marble this time will huddle up. Give you an idea about the magnitude of this play. As his single back will again be Baker. 2 receivers coming out to the near side, one of whom is Walker, split wide right. Merrill also off the left of the line as they fake the handoff, and there's nothing doing there.
Guess
the
who?
Eagles were deep in the backfield before that play had a chance to develop.
Guess who, Derek? Cody Jones.
Cody Jones.
Cody Jones.
That'll be a loss of 5 for Marble. And kind of in no man's land with it the 35-yard line, looking at 4th and 11. And there's very little reason to punt here and net potentially 10 yards. Well, 15. So they're going to keep the offense out there. The challenge will be trying to provide Marble enough time to do something. As he's got Baker lined up on his right. Pressure here from the Eagles, is able to unload. Now try to flip it back to Baker, who's got that one. He's hit the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown after the lateral. And there are no flags.
I'm telling you, that was a great call by Brad Baca. Great call by the head coach. Wow. Marble to Jordan to Baker. Executed perfectly.
35 yards. And who was the initial receiver?
It was Jordan.
Jordan, who looked like he caught that with just 10 fingertips on it and still had enough juice to get the lateral out.
And then Dallin Walker got a great block. So, man, just a well-executed play. Great call by head coach Brad Baca.
So, some late substitutions.
Are they going for two?
Oh, well, no, it looked like there's a
penalty.
I was writing notes and got a little bit closer, so why not?
Why wouldn't it be half the distance, so they only moved it like 6 inches? Oh, no, that was half. I'm sorry.
So now going for two after the penalty. Handoff. Baker tries to find some room going up the middle, but can't do so.
Cody Jones.
So the Elk occupy 5.5 minutes, and they're able to get on the scoreboard, but still trail 20-6. It's Show Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, You've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Elk have got on the scoreboard, now need a stop as the Northland Pioneer College kickoff is set to get underway. It's a squibber and takes an awkward bounce. It's going to be gathered in by number 34. He's been able to make an awful lot out of very little as he's able to get to the near side. Now still on his feet, he's over the 30 and staggers down to the 35. We don't have his name, but man, he is electric in special teams. A little slow getting up, but I think that everything is A-okay.
Yeah, and he's played a great job at corner the whole game too.
He'll remain out there.
No, it looks like he's got cramps.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, he's got some tape on that left calf, so maybe.
Looked like he was angling to the huddle, but not so. As Napier's going to lead the charge, 6 of 7 for 136 yards through the air. He's also gained 21 on the ground. Leading rusher Aiden Bingham has 63 yards on 11 carries. Who we believe to be Coy Ferris has 46 on 7. Handoff goes Bingham as he has to hop over a couple of tacklers. Baker's able to hold on, but gets taken for a 2-yard ride.
Nice hit and nice play by Bingham's a strong kid. That's a nice hit by Baker.
That, though, will set up Thatcher with 2nd and long. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Round Valley showing signs of life now on both sides of the football. Really need to get it back, though. That drive, though, they got points, took 5.5 minutes. And while there is still a lot of time, they're going to need to try and minimize the amount of time that Thatcher has it. As here from the shotgun, facing 2nd and 8, Napier with Bingham on his right instead, hands off to Oriaro as he is able to outrun a couple of tacklers to get to the 40. Stopped at the 40 there after a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 6. And a big play here for the Elk defense. Already at the line of scrimmage. A little bit of confusion here going without the huddle as Napier Winds up sending 2 receivers out to his left. I think that's Oriero out there on the right side. And there's all sorts of movement. It's going to be against the Eagles. This was almost bang-bang as Merrill was anxious to try to get in there and provide some pressure. But that'll send it back now, 3rd down and 11. Again, Napier, when he's been able to give himself time, usually by moving the pocket in either direction, he's been able to find open receivers as his man Oriero is able to move in motion to the left. He's got all sorts of time. Now throws it over the middle where he's got a man wide open at the 45. And it's hauled in, but just shy.
Guess what, Derek? No name. Number 3.
It's a 9-yard gain to make it 4th and 1.
Oh, wow. Our replay is saying they didn't catch it.
Wow, going for it here in Thatcher territory. Round Valley trying to make sure all gaps are covered. Also trying to make sure they don't jump off sides as the handoff is going to be given to Bingham, who's able to get into the Round Valley down the 2nd level as he is going to outrun everybody to the 10, the 5, and touchdown Thatcher on 4th and 1.
6:55, right? Yeah. 55 yards. Well, that's a backbreaker right there.
Yep. It looked as if one of the Round Valley defensive linemen.
Baker.
Oh, yeah, he was playing the quarterback, and just in the nick of time, Napier was able to give way to Bingham.
Yeah,
continuing to be impressed by the athleticism of these Eagles.
They're like you said, they're legit and they're for real. They're a state championship contender. And they play a tough conference, so it'll be interesting how it plays out. Sabino and Push Ridge and.
Going for 2 after having come up empty as Napier is able to fake the handoff and get into the end zone to make it 28-6 with 3 minutes and 56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Elk looked like they had nearly had the stop, but instead Bingham goes 55 yards to make it 28-6 on that Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Charlotte. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Well, considering here the Horn Auto Center drive of the game, and that one might have to be it because that looked as if Round Valley was going to have all sorts of material to feel good about, but instead a 55-yard run. Didn't move the chains, though had nearly done so on a pass that may have hit the floor. But now this one, Northland Pioneer College kickoff again, taken by Walker as he's trying to direct some traffic but gets held up at the 30. Well, he's not even there. It's a 29-yard line, and his drive will start there in his own territory with 3 minutes and 49 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, trailing 28-6. I'd like to say, for the Elks' sake, that this has just been a matter of big plays that they've yielded. They got the 36-yard touchdown, the 55-yard touchdown, 23-yard, 22-yard passing plays, 20-yard run, 15-yard run, but it's also been the ground and pound game.
Yeah, I mean, they're picking up 5-6 at a chunk, so it's pretty tough.
It's been a little bit of everything. As here's Marble, who is 9 for 12 for 82 yards, as that one is short and incomplete as he was trying to find Merrill moving to the far sideline. Second down and 10. You can see again Round Valley trying to find a little bit underneath on first down. As off the sideline comes Kyle Clark. As facing 2nd and 10, Harlan will be the running back off to the right of Marble, who again has been a threat to run. He's really been the most steady offensive producer. Harlan, on the other hand, continues to struggle to get to the line of scrimmage against this big Thatcher front. There he's dropped for a 4-yard loss. Not just 1 yard on 9 carries for Riley Harlan. And it has been a long, long time since I have heard the Dome this quiet.
Yeah, you know, you really don't even hear the Thatcher Eagles fans talking too much. So
facing a big 3rd down and 14 now after the loss of 4. Shotgun for Marble as after they all get set, quick peek to the near sideline where the Round Valley coaching staff says, let's try something else. Moving the pocket to the left. Marble winds up, got a man with some space, but it's off his hands and out of bounds. That was a little bit of a tough one to haul in. It'll be 4th down and a likely punting situation.
Yes. You know, Round Valley came in at that first drive and then put together a nice scoring drive, but it's kind of been Thatcher Eagles since then.
Yeah. You called that Bingham run a backbreaker, and that seems like an apt way of describing it. So the punting unit back out for the Elk, and a quick change here as number 4. Do we know? I don't think we know who number 4 is. As the punt is, the snap is fumbled, and it's going to be fallen upon by the Eagles.
Yeah, if it could go wrong, it's going to go wrong right now. That's too bad.
It looked like it just slipped out of the center's hands. The Marble is taking a couple of pretty loud shots, and there's one of them. So now, very short field for Thatcher, already holding a 28-6 lead with 2 minutes and 49 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Bingham getting a break. We believe this to be Ferris, who's going to be on Napier's left. And a little bit of an opportunity here for some statement play from the Eagles as Ferris goes left to right, gets inside the 15, gains 5.
Looks like Riley Harlan came up and made the tackle on that. But they're getting 4. Look, I mean, what is that, 6 yards right there? 5, 6?
Yeah.
So
to that point that we were making earlier, is it's not just the big plays. They've been able to do a little bit, and had they not had 2 fumbles in this same neck of the woods in the first half, the Eagles would have an awful lot of separation as Ferris sets up a little bit of an end around as nobody realizes it, but Oriero is going to walk into the end zone for a 14-yard score, and it's just getting way too easy.
Yeah, I got to question that call right there. You're up 28-6. Yeah, if anything, why? And I don't, that, whatever, but it's save that for when you got a tight game and you need it. Now you just let the opponents see it.
Say Oriero is a senior.
It's his 2nd touchdown.
Yep. The first was from 10 out. That one's from 14. And it is also a Mountain Mobile Autoglass touchdown as the extra point is up and good to make it now 35-6 with 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. The Elk are trailing. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
No, no.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Northland Pioneer College kickoff when it's time to kick off your college education. do so at the school with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, as it's going to be a touchback after a series of short kicks and squibs. That one blasts over everybody's head into the end zone. As Thatcher continuing to show anybody who's going to get the tape that there's an awful lot that they're going to need to consider when you're getting ready to play the Eagles, as we can take a quick look to see what is on deck. Hosting Eastmark. That'll be interesting.
That is. I think Eastmark, coached by Scooter Melander, and his son just took over quarterback, so I think they're going to be legit. They'll be a contender.
They were flirting with the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I think they were one spot out. And young, I think, they were sophomores maybe.
It's an option play for Harlan as he's able to get some space and go up for a 7-yard gain. Make it now 2nd and 2 as the clock ticks under 2 minutes to go. Round Valley trying to chip into a 35-6 deficit. This is just a strange atmosphere.
Yeah, it's almost like we're at a golf match.
As Marble again hands off Harlan, goes over the line of scrimmage, but will be short of the yard marker. Make it 3rd down and 2, and this is just such a different feel.
Yeah.
As the first time we saw Round Valley last year was at St. John's, and it had some expectations that would be a pretty tight one, and instead the Elks just came out and hung 50.
Yeah.
And this is, not the same roster. Don't have the same sort of playmakers, and maybe that is a little bit of why there's this sort of hush.
If we didn't have the announcer here, I think it'd be like a library in there.
Trying to start the pitch, going to the far side as Baker is able to put his head down, go over the 30 to the 31, and have enough for a Mount Mobile Autoglass first down.
Or it sounds like it was like a game during the COVID time with no fans.
So the clock ticks under a minute to play in the third. 35-6. Thatcher with the lead. And Round Valley taking its time as they get ready for this first down play. 2 receivers going out wide to the right. 2 men out wide left. That includes Merrill. As Baker remains the single back.
Baker got away with a hold.
A little bit of a hold now as it's going to allow.
Nice adjustment by Elmer. Nice adjustment.
Throw downfield as there might have been some interference as a couple of players were jostling for position. The pass was intended for Jordan Elmer.
He did a nice job to really break because who was that? Napier that was sitting there waiting for it? Yeah.
No, that was all clean. That was clean.
He just made a great aggressive play to keep him from intercepting.
It was deceiving when it happened because it looked like Elmer kind of cut underneath him, but it did look like Baker was probably guilty of a hold.
I've seen him do that a couple of times. But
I think right now the officials are probably on the run this sucker out. And unless it's glaring, they're going to go ahead and
that was pretty glaring.
Look the other way. Well, I mean, he didn't decleat him. How about that?
He didn't grab him with 2 hands.
So this one trying to set up a screen again, but it's going to be overshot, and they're going to have to run a 3rd down play with just 3 seconds left. 35-6 here to close out the third quarter. Round Valley used 5.5 minutes of the third quarter to get on the board. Had stopped Thatcher on 3rd and long, and on 4th and less than a yard, watched as Aiden Bingham wound up going 55 yards. And after that, there's been some heartache, 3 and out, fumble, punt, snap, short field, another touchdown. And Round Valley is now just trying to find some way to go into an open week here with something to build on. As Walker comes in motion, they're going to instead pitch it out to Harlan as he's being pursued by 3 Eagles and can't get through him. Does gain a couple of yards, but it'll be a punting situation to start the fourth quarter with Round Valley trailing 35-6. Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
See if I get some scores.
I got this.
Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free
Just call
dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives. Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Shola, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's, real, fresh Mexican food.
This time a much better snap is going to set it up for Marble as he would really put a boot into this one as it bounces over the 30 to over the 20 and eventually falls at the 16-yard line and then picked up perhaps with a little bit of a lack of wisdom.
Yeah.
As number 31, do we know who that is? We do not. But he's quickly spun down as that was the Northland Pioneer College start to the fourth quarter.
How could we get the numbers so wrong?
I'm going to assume that it was just overlooked.
Something, yeah.
When
have a number.
When you got the quarterback is last year's number, I think that's.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
probably,
that's what it is.
Yeah, I think it was just recycling last year's.
Yeah, it's the first game of the year.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to make some mistakes.
I mean, just as long as everybody is content with us identifying people by number this and that, then
Yeah.
I'm not going to start throwing shade nor criticism.
A player to be named later.
Yes. But if the Thatcher faithful are like, hey, say my son's name, we'd love to.
Yeah.
But we can't. And we do send our apologies. As profound as they may be.
We can only work with what we're given.
Trying to go over the right side. I think that is going to be who we believe to be Ferris.
Oh, Ferris, yeah. He's a senior. The other 21's a freshman, so I think that's a pretty good assumption.
But he runs over to the 19 to gain 3. And now the clock running. The other name of the game here, as is the case with every school with a smaller enrollment, is to avoid injury in situations like this, is Oriero goes in motion. That's going to get blown up, and then eventually falling down on it will be Napier, who is there first for Round Valley.
7.
I thought Harlan might have been there.
Was it Harlan?
Taking a look at the replay.
7. Oscar Seth. Huh.
Oh, yeah, it was 7.
I think he's a foreign exchange student from Sweden. First time ever playing football. Well, American football.
That was a big 6-yard loss.
In his scrimmage last week, he tore it up. So I'm not too surprised to see him get in the backfield.
Man in motion as they fake the give. Napier hit in the backfield, but he's able to stay on his feet. Now runs over the 30 and has a comfort fit denture first down after it looked like he was going to be stopped for a minimal gain. He's going to go for 17 yards on that first down carry.
Again, Round Valley's in position. They're just, Thatcher's big and strong. Like I said, they've been talking about this class since 8th grade, junior high, so.
It was well stated. They look like they have come correct. 10 minutes and 10 seconds left, 35-6. Thatcher leading Round Valley as Ferris will remain in the backfield. 2 receivers coming to the near side. Handoff Ferris goes to the left as he is stopped at the 35, but able to continue to chug, get all the way down to the 40 and an 8-yard gain on first. He now has 62 yards on 10 carries. Bingham has 120 yards on 13 carries, the last of which that 55-yard gain that you had correctly identified as the backbreaker.
Yeah, that was a tough play to give up.
little bit of a surprise that Napier remains out there and as active as he has been on this drive as he takes the snap. Starts the option coming to the near side. Ferris has the first down before he is spun down. Gains another 7 yards, and that Comfort Fit Denture first down. So now moving the clock, 9 minutes and 13 seconds left. Still a big 35-6 ball game. It's an awfully big game of what if when you bear in mind that Thatcher had those 2 turnovers in the first half. But, there's a snap off of the feet, and it's going to be recovered by Round Valley.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. Merrill.
Seth over there again.
Yeah. Look, number 10. Was that Seth in the cause?
Well, Seth was there first, and then Merrill got the fumble as we're looking at the replay. It was a bad snap. Yeah, Merrill was there first. I beg your pardon.
Yeah. Merrill, 10. Well, maybe they can close, maybe Round Valley can work on this drive and punch it in.
Again, just looking for something that they can take into the bye before they host St. John's. As we hope to be at St. John's next week for a Blue Ridge short trip is there. Marble starts rolling to the left, trying to direct traffic again, but just not a lot happening. Throws this one right into the breadbasket, one of the Eagles, but it is unfortunately not hauled in.
No name.
And we don't have that one. We've talked so much about the Thatcher front, but also need to give a shout out here to the secondary, which has just not provided Marble with a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's tough to try to play call against these guys because they're so disciplined and athletic and big, fast.
You look back to last year, say what if Wiltbank was still around, but I don't know how much of a difference it would have made because they're just not giving them a lot of opportunity, or the Eagles. So got 3 receivers set. Merrill also lurking near the line of scrimmage. Marble incomplete on that one, is now 9 for 15 for 82 yards. He's going to wind up and try to find a little bit of space. Is there some separation as it's hauled in and caught by Elmer? Will go for a 56-yard touchdown strike, and there's something to feel good about.
Yeah, and the defensive back for Thatcher almost looked like he didn't think it was coming his way. We don't have his name either, but that's a good. And Jordan Elmer kind of got away with a little push off.
Yes, he did.
But good discretion by the refs to let that one go. Nice pass by Marble. Man, he's got a great touch.
Yeah. Going forward again, having after the first score in the third quarter, we're not able to do so successfully after the infraction. Is this one handed off to Baker, bounces to the right side, and he's able to work his way in. 2-point conversion makes it 35-14, 8 minutes and 35 seconds left. And I would imagine an onside kick is on the approach. We'll have it for you after this on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center using live market value what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
They're tough, remember? They were young. But Thatcher will be right. I don't know how good a passer they can.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports.
Yeah.
We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Onside kick was attempted. It was just a little bit too firm, though it was mishandled by one of the Eagles. Nobody in a Round Valley uniform was able to get close enough to approach, so that Northland Pioneer College kickoff will instead, with 8 minutes and 33 seconds left, give Thatcher a short field, though that is after a 56-yard strike between Marble and Elmer that set up the most recent Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown. And like we've been saying, just Round Valley trying to find something that they can build upon going into the bye. And that touch from Riker Marble has got to be a lot.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna. They're gonna figure it out, and they're gonna beat some teams, and they'll be there.
Still with Napier in the shotgun as he runs up and eventually is able to give this one to Bingham. Spins away from one tackler before he's stood up by Merrill. Merrill is really starting to make an impact along the Round Valley front, but unfortunately for the Elk, that comes after a 3-yard gain.
That's the first time I've seen Napier Bingham driven back. That was a great form tackle by Tracy Merrill.
A little bit of an awkward exchange there.
Yeah, he rides that mesh so long.
8 minutes even here to play, 35-14. Round Valley trying to get a quick stop. Now as there's a blitz being shown by Baker, but it's going to open up a little bit of an opportunity for Bingham, who cuts up the middle of the field. He's at the 30, bounces it outside where he's got a block. He's at the 20, 10-5, touchdown Thatcher.
Like you said, big plays.
48-yard run.
What's he have for a total there?
That now makes it 171 yards.
Wow.
But over his last 3 carries, he has gained 111.
Wow. Yeah, Round Valley's starting to wear down a little bit.
They brought the pressure, and that just opened up the interior for Bingham. As we have number 22 in to attempt the extra point. He's got that up and good. And it is 42-14 with 7 minutes and 45 seconds left on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on EdTalk1067.com.
Someone just texted me that.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Northland Pioneer College kickoff is going to be taken by Clark as he gets a little bit of space coming to the near side, but eventually is stood up at the 24-yard line. Seeing that the Elk can score on the big play as their most recent Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown coming in on a 56-yard connection between Riker Marble and Elmer, but I think if they'd really like to try to, again, find something that they could build off of going into the next week, it would be to duplicate the drive that they had started at the end of the third quarter, where they were able to use 5.5 minutes to really grind it out.
Yeah, this is whatever the score ends up. We're still learning. These guys, it's early in the season, so they're still getting practice, and then you're going to get better. And this is not going to make or break your season right here.
Again, going with Baker in the backfield. Low snap as they're able to get it off the deck and give it to him as he goes to the right side, still on his feet as he approaches the 30 and winds up getting stopped after a 5-yard gain. I think that's been one of the big revelations. Of course, you mentioned that he's been having a little bit of a knee trouble, but if they can at least use him to provide a different approach from what they're getting with Harlan, I think that is going to keep defenses off balance as they move forward.
Yeah, I like how Baker gets his shoulder square to the line of scrimmage, and he gets upfield. He's straight ahead.
Right now being replaced by Harlan as the clock approaches 7 minutes to play. 2nd down and 6 for the Elk. Keep an eye on Jordan Elmer, who's again got single coverage on the near side. As from the shotgun, Marble instead keeps it as he pulls it back and being pursued from behind and tracked down. Is that Jones?
That's Cody Jones.
But not before a 3-yard gain there for Marble.
You know, and he almost took a playbook out of the fact. He read, and meshed, but if he would have just pulled it a little bit sooner, I think he would have made that corner. That's the disadvantage of a long mesh, Reed.
Baker coming back off the sideline. Harlan is going to vacate the huddle. 3rd down and 2, 6 minutes and 17 seconds left as the Elk looking to move the chains on 3rd and short. Got more of the power runner in there as there's 2 receivers split wide to the right. Going to give it to him on the short side. The pitch is behind Baker. He picks it up and tries to make something work as he's over the 30 and is fortunate to force his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a gutsy play by Baker to try to pick that up. I think I would have just kicked it out of bounds. But give him credit for being aggressive.
It looks like he lost a yard, but that was all on the errant pitch. So the clock continuing to move. Now 5.5 minutes to play, and it doesn't look as if Round Valley wants to wave the white flag as yet.
They'll never quit. These around the coaching staff or the kids.
Offense going to remain out here deep in its own territory. Baker remains the single back. Marble trying to direct traffic, as there's still an awful lot of time as they go without a huddle. From the shotgun, Marble fakes the handoff, drops back, now comes back over. We've got Elmer with some separation and held that one in at the 40. Tries to slam on the brakes as he spins around at the 30. Is able to get the first down and move the chains there on the Mountain. Nope. Comfort Fit Denture first down.
You know, Derek, one thing they may learn is that they can pass. You know, Ryan Marble's got a great arm, great touch, and so that's something positive they can take out of this game. And we may see a lot more of that passing, throughout the year.
94 yards now on 2 carries for Elmer. 176 yards, going 11 for 17 is Riker Marble. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, trailing 42-14. Is Marble now going in the other direction where it's intercepted.
Napier, I believe. Yeah, they got those 2 safeties.
That is Napier.
Yeah, they got those 2 safeties back there, and they're not coming up.
So that will do it.
Yeah.
Turns things around, 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. 4:32 left in the ballgame.
Nah.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left in the ball game, 42-14. And now, they're still going to send 2 receivers out to the left. I thought they were going to keep everybody on the line of scrimmage, go especially conservative. There's it to a fumble snap and fallen upon by whom?
Quarterback. So number 15 is in there at quarterback, but we don't have a name.
So you might expect a little bit of a difficult snap and exchange. Backup quarterback, August 19th. I think you see where I'm going. We've all been working out an awful lot of kink. That is everybody involved here in the Round Valley Dome. The good news is August 26th is coming up, as there is going to be a handoff to Oriero, as he is able to take a man for a little bit of a ride. Gains 3. One of the rare carries for Oriero that doesn't involve getting into the end zone.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't score until he gets the ball usually.
Clock continuing to tick. It was a little bit of an unusual sight to see Round Valley getting a bye this early in the season, but I think after today they're pretty happy about it.
Yeah. But that's unusual. But it seems like a kind of an early start, but I guess not. Everybody else is going.
Handoff again coming to Oriero as there's a big hit, but still some positive yardage for the Bingham.
That
was not Oriero.
27. And no name.
All right. But number 27 there getting a little work, as that'll set up 4th and 11 as the clock runs under 3 minutes. Now, by the time this is snapped, it's probably going to be under 2.5 minutes. Round Valley trying to get itself set up as Thatcher will be punting out of its end zone. A timeout. Timeout will be taken by the Eagles. We'll take it with them. 42-14. Thatcher with the lead. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce Clubs in Charlotte. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
One of the few things that's got.
Yes, Thatcher punt here was off the side of the foot. I don't think we have a name for that punter. Maybe it was Ferris.
What? No name?
But that wound up going, well, it was a little further than it looked like it would initially be, but it wound up being an 18-yard punt. So Round Valley with 2 minutes and 22 seconds and another opportunity to try to forge some positivity going into the bye week. Continuing to run the starters out there. Keep an eye on Elmer near side. Marble with Harlan in the backfield. 2 receivers split wide right. And Merrill also in that direction as he takes a 5-step drop. Now has to run away for some pressure, and it is going to be
Cody Jones.
Cody Jones, 1 of 2.
I wonder who the defensive player of the game is going to be.
I don't think there's any question. It's been Cody Jones, who's probably going to be unfamiliar when he walks into his house back in Thatcher. He spent so much time in Round Valley's backfield.
Yeah.
Set up residence, so to speak, as the clock now runs under 2 minutes. That was a loss of 7. Well, they're calling it 2nd and 16. Again, Round Valley trying to work in a little bit of a hurry, but not a rush. Same formation. Elmer on the near side in single coverage as there's a little sachet into the neutral zone, and it'll move about 5 yards. But give credit to both teams. The way the first quarter was played, it looked like it could be a pretty sloppy ball game, but they got that shored up fast. Yeah. So make it now 2nd and 11. Handoff goes Baker, but he is met at the line of scrimmage and is brought down by 4 Eagles. A little bit of frustration being shown by some Round Valley players. But I think if you're looking at that from the Thatcher perspective, it means it's working.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10, 70 seconds left. 42-14. Thatcher is going to have a pretty enthusiastic early win and a chance for another one while hosting Eastmark. That is a tough game for Eastmark because it's a long drive. It's not exactly cool. It's maybe a little bit cooler than they're used to, but it's going to be a big home field advantage. As here's the shotgun snap. Fake the handoff, Baker, now pressured by 2 Eagles. Marble's able to run away from it and get that one into the flat where it was had by Merrill. Is it caught? Still no signal.
Did he catch that?
No, he did not.
No, that was a great close by Napier. Is that Napier? No, number 3. Yeah, no name. But great play. I mean, he closed and And I think he's a backup, so that's how deep Thatcher is.
Going to stay with the offense with 34 seconds left. This would potentially be the last play from scrimmage that is not going to involve a knee. As Marble facing 4th and 11. 3 receivers set as they again fake the handoff. Now moving up in the pocket. Going to move it along the line of scrimmage before he tucks it, and will be brought down after a 3-yard gain. And a big round of applause there.
Carter Peck.
There we go.
We've got a name.
Only God and his parents know if that's the right name.
Yeah.
We got a name.
Who knows? I think we should come in and get a real roster, and we'll do a do-over tomorrow. We'll rebroadcast. I don't have anything to do tomorrow.
It's it's the first week.
Yeah.
So 25 seconds left. Thatcher, we've been singing praises all night long. This is going to be a club that is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
There's going to be some battles down there in that South League region.
As they come out now ready to signal victory. Or the snap is had, knee is taken.
Well, and I want to comment on both teams. There's been a lot of good sportsmanship between both these teams. I've seen a lot of kids help the other team player up. So credit to both coaching staffs for that and the kids.
42-14, Thatcher goes on the road and picks up a season-opening win. We'll tell you more about it after this. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Shola Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Shola Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Shola Ford has the best deal. Shola Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholaford.com.
You think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Charlotte. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
On the road pick up the 42-14 win, as we got a few housekeeping measures that we got to talk about, beginning with the Horn Auto Center drive of the game. I think that you can look at this 2 different ways. You can talk about the drive of the half that we had discussed, which was the Eagles' first one, but the backbreaker, as you identified it, when Round Valley seemed as if it was really pounding on the door of getting back into it, facing a 4th and 1. And this is after a Thatcher penalty. It seemed like everything was really breaking Round Valley's way. A great pitch and catch from Napier as he was able to, on 3rd and long, get 9 yards and a connection with, I don't remember the receiver's name, but it sets up a 4th and 1 option play where Napier hangs on to it just long enough to get it to Bingham, and he winds up going 55 yards. And that in hindsight, is going to be the last gasp.
Yeah, there's a lot of plays, and then we could have picked many of them, but, yeah, that definitely was a backbreaker.
So that'll be the Horn Auto Center drive of the game as it sets up something that we'd already talked about, and I don't think we saw anything that was quite as glass-shattering as Bingham's hit in the first half. But, again, when we're talking about defense, got to go out of our way to give a big shout-out to Cody Jones. I don't know how many tackles that he is going to be credited with. Almost all of his stops were for a loss.
Yeah, how many plays were there?
Seriously.
Yeah.
He was just such a disruptive force. And it's probably a tribute to his ability to have as long an impact over the course of the game as he had to not have the glass-shattering hit because he was always just kind of playing right there within himself.
Yeah.
So, Bingham, you get the glass-shattering play of the game, but Cody Jones, we are giving you a big shout-out there for all the effort that you put out there on the defensive side. An awful lot that we can talk about as far as the Beeler Orthodontics straight-line play of the game goes. Beeler Orthodontics, lift a smile. Love your smile. Of course, one of the niftiest plays that we'll see all season was the quick catch and lateral between Marble, Elmer. No, it was Walker and Merrill.
Was it not? I think it was Merrill. Walker had the great block, so it was Marble to Elmer to Baker.
Oh, it was Jordan and then Baker.
Yeah.
Jordan and then Baker, which sadly at that point in time was only able to make the score 20-7. And I know we already talked about it with the Horn Auto Center drive of the game. But I think you got to go to Bingham's 55-yard run. I guess if we wanted to try to pepper something new in there, we could talk about his 48-yard run that just provided the separation. But that 55-yard run was the big one, as that I think is going to be the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. We'll have a final thought for you after this from the Dome, where Thatcher goes on the road and gets a big 42-14 win. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Final thought here at Round Valley, where Thatcher picks up a 42-14 win. Our hope is to be with you from St. John's, where the Redskins are going to be hosting the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets next week. Don't know how Blue Ridge fared against Payson this week, but as we consider this one here, we've talked an awful lot about how Thatcher definitely looks like it's going to be a player here for a 3A conference championship. Give the Round Valley faithful something to feel good about going out.
You know, they did. For one thing, they didn't quit, and on that they never will. You know, they had a couple of coaches out for suspensions from last year, so that's going to help them to get those back. They definitely showed some promise on some passing. Marbles. You know, Marbles going to be a key ingredient for the Round Valley Elks, and they had some nice passes. So Round Valley's, their coaching staff is well seasoned. They've been together for 10 years, so they're going to bounce back, and they're going to learn from this, and they'll be there.
Last call, 42-14. Thatcher goes on the road and gets a win for Mike and everybody in the truck. I'm Derek, and we will talk with you again next week. Until then, have a great one.
Think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Charlotte. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by
Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Comfort Fit Dentures, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Horn Auto Center.
This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around